Hey, good evening, everyone. So, again, I'm not sure if you guys can see me at all. I have a black screen here. So, if anyone is live, let me know if you can see my video. If not, I'll just switch over to on my phone here. So, I'm about to go live on the Facebook group, anyways. So, I have no clue if I'm talking to myself right now or if there's anyone watching, but hold on a second here. I'm checking on my phone. Okay. Yep, I think you guys can see me. So I don't know why I can't see my own screen on my laptop, but I'm just gonna roll with it and hope that you guys can see me. So anyways, we're on day 25 of Hormone Bootcamp. I'm about to go live inside of the Facebook group, and I'm gonna go into a lot more detail of what I'm about to talk about here, which I'm gonna bring some concepts out of this book, Patient Heal Thyself. And so today what I wanna talk about is gut health more than anything. And I think with gut health, the biggest thing that I want to talk about is inflammation. And this is something actually that I just personally experienced this yesterday. And so it's going to be very relevant because a lot of people, they maybe see me, doing a lot of things, and maybe they think that I am all the way fixed or cured or whatever you want to call it. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm sharing my journey as I go along. And so today I'm gonna actually be diving deep into a lot of things that I'm actually doing personally that I believe are going to really help a lot of people that are participating in Hormone Bootcamp understand really the importance of this phase that we're on right now, which is really improving digestion. And so going back to this book, Patient Heal Thyself, it's a really good book that talks about, all kinds of different, digestive issues. The guy that started this, he's a guy from Garden of Life, and I think he had a Crohn's or IBS, one of the two. But he's one of the ones that I, started to follow and started to learn a lot about, different gut issues. And there's a chapter in here, which I just had but lost. Man, it's basically like 7 ways to decrease inflammation. So I'm just gonna have to I'm just gonna have to kind of I guess try to remember from reading this. But basically there's about 7 things that he talks about as far as ways that that are to reduce inflammation. One of them is basically how acidic is your body. Right, so you may see me doing some things where I try to alkalize my body. He talks about things like let's see, there's if you're deficient on enzymes, that's another big one. And well, let me actually put it this way, because like I said, I'm gonna go in the Facebook group and actually do a deep dive into this topic, because I want to talk about how intermittent fasting really helps you out, not just with digestion, but also with inflammation. And one of the things that I believe, a lot of people may not be getting here. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Glad to see you live here. One of the things that I believe that people are not understanding with intermittent fasting is that intermittent fasting, a lot of people use that as a weight loss tool. But personally, I use intermittent fasting for a variety of reasons. One of them is to detox, but another reason is to improve digestion. And I want to focus on that word digestion, because the biggest reason why you want to take on intermittent fasting prior to entering week number 6 is because if you do not have your digestive system up and running to a point where you can actually process some of these foods that we're going to be using for hormone production, you're not going to be ready for it. And so, the best way that I can describe it is basically, the reason why I like the theme of doing this as a boot camp is because this is training, right? This is training. You're training your body to basically digest foods, because you can always go try and supplement. But the whole reason why I started a lot of this was because I didn't want to supplement. right? That's the reason why you'll see me share a lot of products, and you'll see me, you'll hear me say like, hey, these are products that I use to get to the next phase so that I can get my body to actually function properly, right? That's been my goal. And so I'm basically trying to share this journey with you. So, so I'm going to be talking about how intermittent fasting, how I use it to improve digestion, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good your diet is if you can't digest food, right? I talk about how people come to me and say like, hey, I can't, I'm having trouble with gluten. It's like, you don't have a gluten problem, you have a protein digestive problem. Same thing with fats, right? For hormone production, it's important that your body's able to digest fats. And if you can't digest fats, that's really one of the main reasons why you're going to, maybe depend on supplements. And so if you begin to understand these concepts, then you're going to actually be better prepared to actually, do a lot of the practices that, that I followed. And one of the reasons why I want to do a deep dive into this today is because for week 5, we're coming up on week 5. This is really where, if, for anyone who's participating in Hormone Bootcamp, if you've fallen behind or anything, week 5 is going to be the most important week that you're going to go through, because this is really where you're going to start to put your body to the test. You're going to really start to pay attention and notice the changes that are going on within your body. And you're going to be the one, like, I can't tell you what to do at that point. You're going to be the one who's going to intuitively listen to your body and basically tell yourself, I am ready for this. Or you're going to basically look back and say, you know what, I think I need to work on my body a little bit more before going on to week 6. One thing that I want to make clear is that when I started this Hormone Bootcamp, I was asking a lot of people, like, what's the main topic that you want me to talk about? Because usually when people come to me and they ask me questions, they want to learn how to get more energy, lose weight, or hair loss. And basically what a lot of people are saying is like, you know what, I think that if you talk about hormone production, like, I think that hormones will kind of like fix everything. And to an extent, that is true. If you take care of, if you handle hormone production and hormone balance, a lot of the other issues will just basically take care of themselves. The only problem is that, with hormone production, is not something that's easy, and also especially because I've got people here from, with a variety of, different issues going on. And I guess that's why one of the reasons why I want to bring this home and actually, share a little bit more about my own personal experiences so that you can understand, why I do some of the things that I do, and where some of you may need to branch off a bit. And so that's basically what I'm going to be covering, right now, pretty much like at 7 p.m. But until then, I'm going to take a few minutes here. So I see there's a few people watching live right now. So if anyone has any questions about Hormone Bootcamp, anything that we've gone over or what we're about to go through, now would be the time. And if I don't see any questions, then I'm going to start heading over into the Facebook group. So if you're not on the Facebook group, you can join through, I think I have links in the page, and I also have a link in the description of this live video. So you can just join there, and I'll be going live in there here in a little bit, so I can actually draw stuff out and show you guys some cool things that that I've learned when it comes to intermittent fasting, and how to learn how to really use it effectively, especially for Hormone Bootcamp. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about here. Mostly wanted to let people know that I'll be doing a live inside of the Facebook group. I've had a couple of hectic days, so I haven't been able to do the lives in the morning. But other than that, 7 p.m. So give me about 15 minutes to get everything else ready, and I'll see you guys inside of the Facebook group. All right, see you guys.